We're back, and we're gonna try again.
Take two.
Alright guys, you might be getting deja vu right now because we actually have filmed this video before, but
I told her it sucked.
no, you guys told me it sucked. So we're gonna try again, but this time I've made him actually listen to all these albums too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have two inputs on which Kiss albums go in which tier, and maybe you guys won't hate me as much after this one.
And we put a more solid criteria other
Yes,
than
we
just
did.
Molly's opinion.
And this is gonna be hard because I have very strong opinions about these albums, but we'll
me
try.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so our criteria is S tier has to have 4 or more hits on it. So this is gonna be like top of the top best songs ever. A tier is 3, B tier is 2, C tier is 1, and D tier is I'm never going to open this album in my life. So we'll see how many actually end up in D tier.
You want to start with D tier?
I don't want to start with D tier because everyone's gonna click off the video and immediately hate us. So
All right. So how we doing?
these are randomized, so we are just gonna be picking random albums and we will rate them from where they go. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The first album is self-titled. This is Kiss. So this is their first album, and Kiss honestly had their first album was a banger. I have to put it in the S tier. I mean, this is all of their iconic songs came from this album. This album has my favorite song. My favorite Kiss song is Nothing to Lose, and it's on there, so I'm gonna put it at S tier. Number 2 is the 1978 Ace Frehley. For me, this is going in S tier too.
So you got New York Groove,
New York Groove, Rip It Out, Speeding Back to My Baby, Snowblind. No.
All right. I mean, okay, that's fine.
Give me this, and then I'll leave you alone for the rest of it. But Ace has to go in S tier for me.
Okay. I do like these are visually really cool albums.
These are visually appealing.
Yeah.
So next up is Lick It Up.
Molly's favorite video.
I love Lick It Up. And I remember in the comment section last time getting dogged on by all of you for this album. And I still don't like it.
Well,
So
I think there's only like 4 people who watched it. So.
exactly, and all 4 of you were mean to me, so think about that. But
They're not watching anymore.
no, they're not watching because I lost them with Lick It Up.
They got unsubscribed.
Okay, I still don't like this album.
Okay, we got Lick It Up. Yeah.
Really, that's the only song from this album I listen to.
All right, well, throw it in there. We got a lot
It's
more.
going in C tier.
We got a lot more to get
Guys,
to.
I'm sorry.
Well, it is.
You
what
can
it is.
yell at me in the comments, but I can't lie to you. Alright, next up we have Kiss Destroyer. Probably one of their most famous album covers of all time, but we're not judging based on album covers today. This is a really good album. This is Detroit Rock City, Shout It Out Loud, God of Thunder, Beth, King of the Nighttime World. Like this is a lot of hits.
So like 2.
It's going in S.
All right, throw that in S.
Okay, next up we have Rock and Roll Over. This is my favorite album cover of all of them. I love the colors on this one.
Interesting.
So Rock and Roll Over, this is gonna be Hard Luck Woman, Call Me Dr. Love, Making Love, Ladies Room. But realistically for me, I think I'm gonna throw this one with a solid
3.
I'm gonna say 3 because I really like Mr. Speed, Hard Luck Woman, and Call Me Dr. Love. So I think that's gotta be 3. I think it's going in A tier.
Okay.
We can't put everything in S tier, sadly, disappointingly. But Kiss Revenge. which is the next one on the list. This album, I got it signed that last weekend. This album is a banger. I think every song on this album is a banger. This is, for those of you who don't know, this is Unholy. Domino, Heart of Chrome, God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I Just Wanna. These are like all such good songs.
First time I heard that, I was like, they want to do what now? they want to forget you. Okay, I get it.
Gotcha. It's going in S tier.
Yeah.
I gotta put it up there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, and that's a pretty hard record to find.
It is. And I found it and got it signed by Bruce and Eric.
Yeah.
So next up we have 1978's Gene Simmons. He actually listened to this album for the first time recently. Saying one is crazy. I'm gonna argue and fight for at least two. So See You Tonight is one of his favorite songs ever. But
yes, that is a great song.
It's a great song, but I'm gonna fight and throw out there that Radioactive is a banger, even though you don't like it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna give it 2.
We decided if we split, we would round up.
So it's that's going in B tier.
1.5. Wait. Okay.
I was right.
All right. Okay. I thought she was trying to sneak one in.
I am fighting that Gene Simmons has 2 hits.
1.5, and if y'all are mad, then
get over it.
Oh well. Put it in the comments, yell at me, whatever.
It's fine. Next up, we have Kiss Dynasty, their disco pop album. So this is I Was Made for Loving You, which is probably their biggest hit of all time. Come on now, we got Charisma.
Yeah, I like
We've got 2000 Man.
Okay.
Give me 2000 Man.
I mean, I know you like it, but Charisma, I do like Charisma.
It's a good album.
Okay. So
Sure Know Something. Sure Know Something is a hit.
Okay.
3.
So it's
I'm gonna give it 3. It's 3.
3 is fine. I mean, I don't think it deserved to go in S.
I'm not gonna advocate for it to go in S because it's not the best.
I think 3. I think 3 is fine.
3's safe. Yeah. Next up, we have Psycho Circus, which you guys got mad at me about last time as well, which is partially your fault for making me put it so high.
But why is it my fault?
But
I know Psycho Circus, and it took me about a month to like that song.
That's true. So Psycho Circus has Psycho Circus on it, and I think that song is a banger. I think it's very, very good. Do not watch the music video. You will change your mind. But it also has a song called We Are One that Gene sings, and it is a odd little ballad in the mix of the whole album. So I'm going to advocate for...
So that's a 1.5?
I'm going to give it 1.5. We're going to put it next to this Gene and B tier here. Next up, we have Kiss Monster. This came out in 2013, and this was the last album Kiss released. Can you name a single song on this album?
No.
Awesome. All for the Love of Rock and Roll is one of my favorite Kiss songs they've ever released.
So these are the ones where like Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer sang?
Yes. This also has Out of This World, but if you want to repeat what you said to me the other day about Tommy Thayer's song, if Tommy Thayer sings it, then it deducts points from the album. Somebody's not a fan.
I mean, this album maybe 1. I mean, what are you gonna get, like a 0.5?
I'm gonna give it All for the Love of Rock and Roll.
Oh, so 1.
I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna put it in C tier because it's got that one banger on it. Right. We have 1978 Peter Criss. Talk about some angry people over this one.
D for sure.
I love this album.
And nobody else does.
And not a single other person other than maybe Peter Criss himself likes this album.
Peter Criss's mama, Peter Criss's sister.
Peter Criss and me. And that's it. These are all the fans for this album. I really love this one. I Think You Matter to Me and I Can't Stop the Rain are great songs. But this is gonna depend on you.
It's aight. I mean, it's aight. If you want to do 2, I'm okay with 2.
Okay, let me put it in B.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. The next album that we're gonna do, we're jumping right into No Makeup 80s Kiss with Crazy Nights. Can you name some songs on Crazy Nights?
Crazy Nights.
Perfect. That was amazing.
Don't try to trick me.
Crazy Nights is probably the biggest hit from this album. I would argue Reason to Live would also be up there.
I don't even know that one.
Okay. And Good Girl Gone Bad, which was also a pretty big hit. So I think if you'll give me 2 on this one.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I feel like I'm doing like a business deal. If you'll give me 2 on this one, then we can...
Yeah, I'll give you 2. I don't know about 3, but 2.
I think 2 is good.
Fine.
We have another very iconic cover, which is Dressed to Kill. This is one of my favorite covers. I would love to have one of these albums signed eventually. However, as much as I love the cover, the album is not fantastic. So this one has She, which is a pretty big song, and Rock and Roll All Night, which is all people know Kiss for. So
Have I heard that before?
I don't know. My shirt is Rock and Roll, and then it says All Night.
Yeah. All right, so 2 for sure. Does it have any more?
2 for sure, and I could not tell you the rest to save my life.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna give it 2.
All right.
The next one is Hotter Than Hell.
I bet Hotter Than Hell's on there.
Hotter Than Hell is
Yes.
most definitely on there.
Nice.
But it also has Parasite, which he actually doesn't like. So
I mean, I like the guitar solo.
yeah, and that's it. I actually don't like Hotter Than Hell, so I think we can agree. I hear it way too much, and I hear it way too much for somebody who doesn't like it. So
I kind of like Hotter Than Hell.
But you don't like Parasite.
I mean,
and I like Parasite, and you don't like Hotter Than Hell. So I think we can agree that it's 1.
Okay. Fair enough.
Next up, we have Kiss Animalize. A lot of stigma around this album with who plays on it, but nevertheless, it's got Heaven's on Fire. So that's pretty good. And yeah, Heaven's on Fire is a solid song, guys.
All right, we'll throw it in there. Let's keep on moving.
All right. Next up, we have Kiss Love Gun.
Oh, I bet Love Gun's on this one.
How'd you know?
Psychic.
Love Gun is definitely one of the better albums. It's got Love Gun on it. It's got Hooligan, which if you're a Peter Criss fan like myself, and that's it. That's a pretty big song for him. We also have Shock Me, which has the most energy of any song.
Shock Me.
Yes. I love Shock Me. It's so good.
They just full of passion.
If you ever hear Ace sing Shock Me live, you know what we're talking about, of how he sings it like he's being held at like gunpoint or something. It also has I Stole Your Love, which is very repetitive, but it's a good song. And Christine 16, which is one of my favorite bass lines in a song that they have. So
all right, so how many are we going to count on this one then?
Well, I would put this one in S tier.
Okay, well let's do it.
I'd throw this in an S tier album.
Well, let's do it then.
All right,
and a great
guys.
cover.
Great cover.
Yeah.
Kiss Unmasked. Now, here's another challenge. Can you name a song from Kiss Unmasked?
Unmasked.
That's not quite it, but I like the enthusiasm. Kiss Unmasked, in my opinion, has one. So, obviously, Shandy, which he loves Shandy so much.
I mean...
And Talk to Me, which is an Ace Frehley song.
That's like, no, that was okay.
So we're going to put it in C because it has Talk to Me on it. Because I think I'm going to get deducted for Shandy.
Well, you know something. I might as well put it in B because you know that's a popular song. Even though I don't like it, I know it's a popular song.
It is a popular song.
Okay, so...
Okay, Kiss Asylum. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who Wants to Be Lonely? All Night.
Yeah, now I got the Who Wants to Be Lonely in my head.
Tears Are Falling.
Oh, okay.
Tears Are Falling. That's 4 songs. That's I'll put it in A tier.
Yeah, I think to be safe.
All right. Oh my gosh. Hot in the Shade.
Okay. Is it got the song Hot in the Shade in it?
It's got Hide Your Heart, which is a cover. I'm gonna just go ahead and move that one right there to C tier because I could not name another song to save my life.
Is that a good song?
I like Hide Your Heart.
Okay.
I like Ace Frehley's cover better, but
Okay.
yeah. All right, guys. Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah.
This came out in 2010.
I've never seen this cover before. Still to this day, I've never seen this.
We're having a repeat of last time.
I have never personally seen this cover, and I have seen a lot of records.
All right, guys. This has All for the Glory, which is an Eric Singer song. And y'all know that I am a die-hard Eric Singer fan. But gosh, I don't even know if that's enough to put it in C tier for me. It's got Modern Day Delilah. I don't like that song. I think it's just gonna have to go in D tier.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to
drop the boom.
Boom.
It's about to have company pretty soon.
Speaking of D tier, Carnival of Souls. Now, guys, listen. There again. Big Eric Singer fan. I love the band they had for Revenge. But this isn't even a finished album. There's like 4 songs that are finished. And I love Hate. Ironic, but it's a good song. It's a good grunge song, but it's not Kiss, and it's kind of weird. And no, I'm also gonna throw that in D tier.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Doja's gonna have company pretty soon.
All right, let's start some drama. At the very end of this video, let's start all the drama. Creatures of the Night. So we just bought a Creatures of the Night skateboard because I love the cover of this album, and it's amazing and brilliant. It has I Love It Loud on it. I mean, the vibe of the album's not bad, but I think I'm gonna throw it in C tier. And unless you have differing opinions,
I Love It Loud is nice.
And it's just, guys, it just is what it is. You know, if you want to get mad at me, make your own video.
Yeah.
And I love Eric Carr, and I think he was amazing in the band. And this amazing cover.
Well, we have a criteria. We're trying to go by the criteria and take our personal feelings out of stuff.
Exactly. Except for that one.
Except for this next one. just put it in D tier. Just put Elder in D tier. And
let me talk about this for a second, actually. And I'm going to make it very quick. This past weekend at Kiss Can't Say Goodbye, they had a big performance for the Elder. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go in unbiased, and I'm going to give it a solid chance.
And it had really good players.
And it was
really good
fantastic band performing this. And still, I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, this is not good.
Yeah. When the diehard Kiss fans are be like, well, it should be like a heavy metal animated. It should be this, but it's not. It's a record, and nobody wants it.
Now, if it was like a cartoon, like Yellow Submarine was for the Beatles, sure, I think it would have hit great. It wasn't, and it also made Ace Frehley quit the band. So, and I get it because I probably would have quit the band too if I had to make that. So,
yeah.
And
the haircut.
And oh my gosh, insert picture of Gene Simmons here. Yikes.
All right.
Last but not least, we have 1978 Paul Stanley. Guys, stop telling me this is a good album. Please stop.
Look, I went back and I'm as unbiased as everybody, and I thought this was the worst of the 4 as well.
It's so generic pop album. It's so generic pop album. And I do remember listening to this album and you saying that it sounds like a sitcom intro.
Yeah.
And it does.
Yeah.
So
put it on and think of like the 80s and 90s where they had all the intros coming in, and I was like, this is it.
Yeah. These are our final rankings. This was a less biased ranking than last time. And if you guys have differing opinions or you want to yell at us and tell us that we're dumb, and if you want to tell me to go listen to Lick It Up and Animalize and Paul Stanley again, then go ahead.
You can't make me.
You can't make me. I'm a grown woman and I can do what I want, but you know,
everybody has their opinions.
Everybody has their opinions, and if you want to tell us we're wrong, go ahead. If you want to tell us we're right and that you love us and that we did this amazing, that would also be good.
An entirely different group of people who watch this.
Exactly. Maybe you guys are nice and aren't going to yell at me. But let us know, and we'll see you next time.